They're all Discord mod virgin cunts. The lot of them, like, out and all of you. Hello, everybody. The next part of this podcast was kindly sponsored and is now being brought to you by Top Bins Football, the leading football journalists on YouTube right now. It's real football fans talking about real football situations. What they do is they cover live episodes, live watch-alongs, match reviews, podcast episodes, quizzes, game shows, everything. I highly suggest you checking them out. The link's all down below. Thanks for sponsoring. Welcome back, Wine and Shine. We've got a good friend of the podcast on today, my boy GG. How you doing, bro?
Ow. Yeah, all good, man. Pleasure to be on. Pleasure to chop up with you once again.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. See you putting in a lot of work.
No, man. So you, man. I appreciate it. People might know GG. If you're a fan of me, you might see me on Wrestlings with GG and the boys. Shout out them. Also, GG's been on the show on the channel before, on the Hungry Show, but today this is Wine and Shine, the Hangover FM. So
You said it so smoothly.
Yeah.
Hangover FM.
What's his name? Who's the big geezer? Oh, I don't know.
Mufasa. Or you're thinking you're thinking Ving Rhames.
Barry White. Barry White, I was thinking.
I thought you were talking about Ving Rhames.
Oh, yeah. So what are you saying, bro? I see you've so GG's always releases podcasts on anywhere you can get your podcasts, apart from YouTube. So he's now made a YouTube channel. Tell us about it, bro.
Yeah, man. Literally, I've been needing to jump on YouTube for a while now, man. Like that's where it's at. And I personally like, even like yourself, like I like to watch your stuff. Like I prefer if I'm listening to a podcast, I would sit there and watch it. I'm not really one to just
that's why I wasn't a fan
in.
of the Rogan move, because I prefer to watch
Same,
it.
yeah.
But now you can watch it on Spotify. So.
And obviously, I don't want to delve too deep into the wrestling thing, but even like Undertaker's episode wasn't. Do you know what I mean? There wasn't a full video of it, was there?
No.
Or was there? I don't think there was.
No, it was like clips and stuff, but maybe there was.
Oh, I think there was on
YouTube.
Spotify.
No, YouTube they release just like bits and bobs.
Yeah, on YouTube, yeah.
But like, that deal was like 4 million plus 100 grand an episode or something. So like,
salute to him, man.
Yeah,
salute
man. Like,
to him.
I'd fucking go to Spotify, innit? Like, I'd go to Spotify for 20p a fucking podcast. Wow, but at the moment, mate,
17 today.
Yeah, because
back in that last 75 podcasts a day and that.
Yeah, man. Like because we ain't monetized. Obviously, you need 4,000 watch hours. You need 1,000 subscribers. Though not quite there yet. But yeah, tell us about your channel, bro. What's your plans? You're going to carry on with? Obviously, you're going to carry on with There's Something About Wrestling. Surely, don't tell me you're giving that up.
Yeah. So no. So I think for now that will still sit as an audio only. That actual podcast. Until I get a better setup, get some cameras going, and really do that kind of thing properly. I don't want to give it half-assed because I like that project. I'm growing to love it.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite podcasts, bro.
What it's now going to become like. So for series 2, I basically want to do 3-part episodes. so each episode will be about each episode will be about a specific wrestler. So Stone Cold, Hulk Hogan,
Yeah.
Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Samoa Joe, whoever it is. And I want to do like a 3-part episode where we watch 3 different matches from their career. And some matches that, either I haven't seen for a while or seen at all. Like, would just be nice to just spotlight and like just get stuck into
So,
and
so,
see what
it's-
other people think about it.
so like similar to your podcast, but more interactive, if you will, more. It's like
Yeah, that's
more set for YouTube, whereas like the podcast is set
well, no,
for
that's as I said, that's going to still be an audio thing, I think,
yeah,
for
no,
now.
I know, you know what I mean. Like it's more now set. It's like it's being molded. It's like a podcast molded for YouTube, like a YouTube channel around what you do. Do you know what I
I'm
mean?
confused.
Like, so you've explained what you're doing on YouTube now, what you want to do on YouTube, or is that what you're doing on podcast? Sorry.
No, that's just what the next series of There's Something About Wrestling
my
will
bad,
be like.
bro. My bad.
That's just the like going to continue as audio only for now until I get a better setup so I can have cameras set on the guest and myself, and that's fine, man. And then and then as I said, I want to just kind of delve into some wrestlers and you know what I mean, just get my teeth stuck into like either pause like
we don't blank them on this show. We don't blank them on this show. I'm at
yeah, we show everything.
At rest things. We don't blank that shit.
Yeah, like I want to look at Hogan's New Japan run. I want to
incredible.
Do you know what I mean? I want to see what he did against Inoki and days like that. And I just want to, and I don't think I've got it in me to do like 15 episodes for a whole tournament. So I think it'd be nice just to have a nice little selection of
like a recap.
that span these guys' careers, and hopefully if I'm doing it with the same guest, it might change mine and their opinion of that wrestler as we watch the 3 episodes, and I want to get everyone involved as much as I can. Even with that, like I want people to tell me like matches to watch, anything that they think would be good, they want to hear me like dissect and react to. And just like I want to just get some funny opinions on these wrestlers like as I go, just from the followers, and just make it inclusive. But the one that I was telling you about is something I want to do for YouTube, and just getting like some controversial and like divisive things, because for the non-wrestling fans out here, that place is a mad thing. Like wrestling Twitter can be just crazy. Like there are die-hard fans out there. Like we're out here.
I've noticed there's 2 sides. Yeah, it's just people like me and you, and like Guap and all them lot. Yeah, they're like cool wrestling fans. Like we're just fucking out here living our lives, but we also like wrestling. But then there's like another half, like an underbelly to wrestling Twitter, and it's fucking horrible. And I don't care about saying on my channel. I won't say it on anyone else's channel, but my channel, they're all Discord mod virgin cunts. A lot of them, like out and all of you. Like I don't care.
Bow.
Like, I would never say, if that was on your channel, I wouldn't have said it. I wouldn't have said I wouldn't have said it on Resting. I didn't say it on Barry's. Like it's like, but it's madness out there. You know what I mean? They're all weird. All of them. They're all weird, or they talk about girls and they retweet porn. They're fucking weirdos, bruv.
Do you know what? You obviously spoke to Barry, like shout out non-stop chat wrestling. And we had a conversation, and every time we speak, there's clear differences in opinions. Like not to get too into the wrestling, but like Jade Cargill, for example, I thought was brilliant. He didn't like it very much, but we even had the conversation on our episode and said, like, you're not a dickhead. I'm not going to just like, fuck you.
This
you
is normal life.
Do you know what I mean? Exactly. Like, there's some music you don't like. There's some music I don't like, but I'm not going to go, you're a dickhead. How can you like fucking Michael Bublé? You waste man.
Barry's a cool
Do you know
dude.
What I mean?
When this episode's out, Barry's would have been out as well. He was on this show. I'm planning on going on his soon, but we just ain't got round to it. I like his channel, man. He's active as well. He's active. He's out
Yeah, man.
all the
Salute
time.
to him. He's a good
Yeah.
guy, man. But
Um,
yeah. So I want to do like some, just to wrap it up. Like, I just want to get some controversial, like, decisive opinions on wrestling. I want to maybe me and yourself do like maybe a lot of episodes. I don't know,
yeah, calm, bro. I'm
maybe,
always down, innit? I'm always
and
down.
just some points where it divides the crowd and really makes these motherfuckers talk in it. Right?
Yeah,
Come on, like, let's get your opinion. Then everyone wants to give their opinion. Like, let's do it. Let's talk about some decisive things. Let's talk about, you know, Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels.
yeah.
Let's talk about AEW versus WWE
Nothing,
if we really want to
nothing screams
like
views.
light it on fire.
Nothing like screams like views or like clout on YouTube other than discussions, bruv. Honestly, like this versus this or unpopular opinion. Like people on YouTube are ready to like talk about this stuff. You know what I mean? Um, YouTube's
Talk to me.
yeah. Like YouTube's the place, bro, and it's glad to see you come across. It's glad to you got your own thing somewhere else, but like I think I think YouTube is the place for you because you're fucking sick of what you do. So like you need to be going into other avenues. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. And I think, yeah, this idea, I want to, let's really, yeah, let's get people, if you want to talk shit, let's talk shit, man. Like, let's divide the crowd. I might even just start with WWE versus AEW and really just light things on fire. And,
Yeah.
I want everyone to give me, there'll be a Twitter poll. Everyone, make sure you get your say, make sure you reply, make sure you talk with your chest in it, tell me what's better. And, hopefully I can get some video submissions and stuff from
So
some other
so what you just
creators.
said, yeah, that's how wrestling Twitter should be. Like, you tell me your opinion, I'll take it on board. Not you tell me I'm wrong, like they all do. Like what you said there is how if you believe this, okay, tell me why. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. I'll tell you why I think it's the other way. That's how fucking humans are. Like, sorry to bring up wrestling Twitter again, but it makes me mad every day. Every day is a new.
No, bruv. Come on, man. There's certain mans that just reply to me religiously. Like,
Yeah, I know,
every
man.
time I mention anything to do with a certain product, like, I don't know. I get certain people just replying to me just
For the people who
constantly.
don't
Just
know who
like,
that
come
was,
on,
that's Mr. Mox. Um,
man. Yeah.
but yeah, so
So I
that
could have grabbed something else.
yeah. Um, so what else you got coming? You said on last time you were on the show you had some more coming. Is there anything else coming?
Uh, this Thursday. Well, when's this going out?
Oh, I don't know, but April, early April.
Well, hopefully, it will be every Thursday. But me
Yeah.
and Sam from Monday Night Chores, um, you can hear the breaking news. We're going by the Hung Bucks.
Fuck off.
We're going by the Hung Bucks, man.
Yeah,
Um,
I like him, man. I like his content. He's good. He's good at what he does.
he's funny. So yeah, so we're gonna do like a weekly AEW review. Hopefully every Thursday. So hopefully this Thursday, still, whenever
Yeah,
this comes
whenever
out.
this is out, it'll be out on Thursday. Yeah. This will be out, this will be out on a Monday or Friday. I'm not sure. Sorry for the people at home. It's a bit all over the place.
Yeah,
So
sorry, I shouldn't have broken the time
the fourth wall.
continuum. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's try and keep away from wrestling. So it's hard
Yeah,
to
yeah, man.
it's hard to speak about wrestling when that's your show. I've had wrestling podcasters on the show, and it's good to speak about that. But I think it's better to speak about other stuff in it. So
Let's go. What do you
yeah,
want to talk about? So, Wine and Shine. So, obviously, this is my first time on Wine
yeah.
and Shine. I've been on the Hungry Show, which was great. So check out all those episodes as well. Um, so what separates this from the Hungry Show?
Hunger Show.
I feel different already. I don't know
Hungry Show. I kind of
why.
I rushed too much. Hungry Show literally was meant to be just for chefs. We just talk about cooking and like maybe do some cooking together. That's how I envisioned it was from I was going to do a podcast just for chefs, and then season 2 comes around, And what I was going to do is I was going to cook with other chefs. We were going to talk, just like natural conversation, like a show you put me onto. I can't remember what it's called, with Bert Kreischer.
Something's burning, yeah.
Yeah. So stuff like that. So we just cook. It could be shit food or good food. Something like the Chef Show, like with Roy and Jon Favreau, like something like that. But then I rushed it, and I was just desperate to get a podcast out. So I was desperate to release content. I've been desperate to do this for fucking ages, and I was like, halfway through, I had a few chefs on at the beginning, and then halfway through, I was like, I just want to talk to my mates as well. Like, yeah, most of the chefs I had on were my mates, but it was like I just want to like maybe not talk about food. And then Wine and Shine was an idea coming from someone I know, and it was meant to be like we get pissed up one night, like every night we have a party or something. The next morning, we all sit around a table and just talk over our hangover. That was the idea, and that could be an idea.
That's still going to happen.
That's going to happen when we're allowed to like mingle in that. But like right now, this is all we can do. That's like Wine and Shine, like in the morning.
I love the name.
In the morning, we wake up, either have a smoke or get on the beer again. So it's like you have to do it. It's just part of the show. It's like Wine and Shine. I don't know why it came to me, but like I've always wanted to do a Rogan-esque podcast, but then I thought what I'll do is the Hungry Show. So because I know about food, so I'll have an intro to speak to people, but then
yeah, of course.
But then I just feel more comfortable speaking to everyone other than chefs. So I'm comfortable speaking to chefs, but like, you know what I mean? It's like good. But then
it's nothing worse than going to the pub, like, and having to talk about work. I was saying it the other day to my team. I was saying there's nothing worse than when, like, you know, you go to the pub with like the work lot, and then, you know, people start talking about their days at work, and it's like, come on, man, we're not there anymore.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I love this trade. I love not this trade. So I love chefing.
Yeah, man.
I love chefing. It's like a passion more than a job. But it's like it was. But what it was for was maybe not even like interview or speak to chefs I work with. It was more to speak to chefs who I don't work with or never worked with, and I was gonna.
Well, like Berry, Delia. These
Nah, not that man.
That's who you need.
Not that man. Nah.
What, you don't want to chat to Nigella?
Yeah, but not on a podcast, bruv. Not on a podcast.
On a quiet one.
Yeah, on a quiet. That's my things. So that was the plan. There's the Hungry Show will happen. Season 2 will come back, but not in the same form it was. Like, it's not going to be like audio only. It's not going to be podcast style. Hungry Show is the TV show and like an online show. This is now the podcast. And this podcast isn't like the Hungry Show. I felt as it went towards the end, I was like just talking to you, and I was talking to people who aren't in the trade. So it's like, yeah, we spoke about food because that was like kind of like an intro, but then it was just like a normal podcast. And then so I thought, why the fuck am I doing let's just do a normal podcast. Hungry Show will be back, but as different. And then this is season 1 of Wine and Shine. Season 2 will be different when we can chill out with each other, and that would be more round table sort of deal. You know what I mean? So, but like, what's your podcast? So you've asked my question. This is my show. You've asked me questions on my show.
You've already asked me what my podcast is, though.
Yeah, I know, but like, what, like, why should people check it out?
Because it's honest reactions. People love reaction videos, and originally, you know, I wanted to show not necessarily outsiders, but there's a lot of people that grew up watching wrestling, you know, that loved it, and for whatever reason just fell out of it, you know. And I want to just remind those people and show those people that it's still good, and it was good. And, you know, it's just an honest reaction to wrestling, and a breakdown of, you know, some crazy matches and talking points, and yeah, and hopefully just a lot of involvement from the following is, where I want to get it to be.
That's good, man. I do suggest everyone to check out. If like, I'd use some of your episodes is good to like go into if you've never watched wrestling or you haven't watched it since you're a kid. A lot of them are like very good entry level, like this is what you're missing. Like, come back.
Yeah.
Or so
That's exactly it though. Especially like, and I don't want to give my brother too much props because he gets enough as it is.
he
but
does get mad props. I've seen Twitter, bro. I've even said it.
Yeah, I know, man. But yeah, so my brother's been on a few times because, for me, he kind of showed me what that wrestling was, and he stopped watching it, but for some reason, I just held on to it, and it's always something I've enjoyed and kept up with. And then to go back and then show him stuff that's going on now, and to as an outsider to show someone that, and for them to be like, right, it's actually still okay, it's still decent, and to get that and to show him stuff he may have missed, or and just to reminisce as well, because it just brings up this nostalgia. So sometimes me and my friends will just watch like an old Attitude Era match, or just stuff like that, and it's just good fun, man. Do you know what it is? Honestly, I've not had a chance to really sit and watch wrestling with anyone for a long time because a lot of my immediate friendship circle, they don't really follow it.
Yeah.
So
that happens a lot though, man. It's very niche
for me,
nowadays for our age.
So for me, it was an excuse to like sit with like my brethrens and go, right, let's watch this, and I'll show you this stuff's good, man. And it was good.
It's just a lot of it now is just nostalgic value. Like, I'm just hanging on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we all are, man.
Yeah. So what's your next steps to, like, is this what you want to be doing full time? You want to be a content creator?
Just rolling with the punches, man, and just I've always wanted to be.
Good answer.
I've always wanted to do creative something. Like, I've always been the guy to just, have energy and just like, I don't want to say the funny one, but do you know what I mean? For me, I've just always been a guy where I'm
the middle guy, like the guy in the middle of the circle. That I know exactly what you mean. I feel the same. I've always been like trying to be creative because I did the music thing and then the battle rap stuff, and now this. It's like I've always been doing something. You know what I mean? I feel the same as you, bro.
Yeah, so for me, it was just an outlet to finally just be creative, and it's just wrestling's just a jumping off point. It's just something I really enjoy, and it's something I can talk a lot about, and but we'll see what happens. I've got ideas for some music shows I want to start doing and things like that, but you have to take time.
Yes, because people ask me all the time, is this what you want to do? Like, yeah, no, this is what I want to do, but I'm not gonna if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm still gonna be fucking working, like, you know what I mean. But then if this happens, it happens. Like, I don't want to be that guy, you know what I mean, who didn't make it, or who not that. So if I don't make it, I don't want to try. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I was like, I don't want to be the guy that was like, could have if I tried, but I didn't. You know what I mean?
That's why I said it. Go back to the last episode, yeah. I'm sure we said it on camera that, well, not on camera, but I'm sure it's in the episode. That knowing that you just went for it before, like, and had a podcast, and that, I was just like, yeah, man, like, why not?
Yeah, man.
Let's just do, innit? Let's just stop thinking. Let's just start doing and see what happens.
Yeah, like,
switch the mics on and just see, what comes of it.
Yeah, man. That's like it's just like a motivational thing to yourself. Like, I can fucking do what I fucking want. It's a podcast. It's my podcast. That's now for me. Oh, I'm now a podcaster. That means different to me now. Not like I'm not doing anything. You know what I mean? What do you do? I do this and I do this. Like,
man.
Check it out.
And you can say it with your chest.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
I've got a good name now. Wine and Shine is a sick name. And I'm like,
I didn't even mind the Hungry Show either. I think
Hungry Show. Yeah, but
I think they're both good names, man.
Hungry Show is like set on one thing. Like, it kind of in the title tells you what it is. But I'm not going to drop Hungry Show. I'm still going to be doing it, obviously.
No.
But like Wine and Shine is like, it's quite a prominent name. It's easy to Google. It's like, if you Google Wine and Shine, you're going to get this. You're not going to get every other thing. You know what I mean?
It
And
rhymes, which is really important.
and it's like an old saying, like rise and shine isn't everyone knows the saying, so it's like a play.
Yeah,
Like
familiar. It's familiar.
I'm not going to
But
make
they
out.
don't
I'm not
know
going to make
why.
out it's like sick wordplay or I even come up with it because I didn't come up with the name. But
No, it's
I'm
deeper.
I'm
It's
allowed to
deeper.
use it. I'm allowed to use it in it. And it's hard to
See, that's
find
where
a
I
name.
struggled with a name. Like, because the thing for me, yeah, if you say the title of my show like 3 times slowly, it just kind of rattles your brain for some reason. There's something about wrestling. There's something about wrestling. There's something about wrestling. Like,
Is it not a
now
play
you
on the
can't.
film? Something
What?
about Mary.
Yeah? What? No?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was, bruv.
Wow. Could be. I'll have to doctor a poster of that film now.
You've seen the film, innit? They can't stop talking about it. That's what I thought it was. Like you can't stop talking about wrestling.
It is now, boy. I honestly, yeah, that works for me.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry if I've like
No, that
done
works for
something.
me. No. I never really had a clear
Okay, so where
reason.
did the name come from?
Honestly, like when I was, I don't know if I said this before, but I think I did. When I started getting a bit rattled during lockdown and started to like bring like wrestling a bit closer to me because it was nostalgic and felt a bit homely, you know, it's like, what is it about this thing? Like, there's
Yeah,
something about wrestling. Like, there's just something about it, and that's what I want to kind of capture because it did grab like so many of us at certain points in our life. Like for some reason, like I've got friends that still, that used to watch it, and then now will just every now and again be like, oh yeah, I see something about this, or but there's something about it, and you know that's what I want to engage and bring out of people.
it's, to be honest, mate, it's a catchy name. It's quite very simple, and simple goes a long way in most of this stuff. You know what I mean? It's but finding a name is tough. Being original is tough in this game, like because everyone's done it at least once, and it was to come up with something that's not been done. Because like everyone's done my style of podcast, everyone like has done what I do now, but I don't know where I was going with that.
But
But
do you
like,
know what? Do you know? No, but do you know what I realised? Yeah, when you said about being the one in the middle of the circle, so that just shows you that there's only a select few of us
that
that are
can
those
pull it
people.
off. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So even
Yeah.
though there's a lot of us, there's really not when you think about it, because even
Yeah.
in your own friend circle, you may be a bit more of a clown that or
Yeah.
like act, or act, like ready to act a fool than others.
Yeah.
It's probably the most humble way to put it.
Luda. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like I love doing this. Yeah, that's why I back up. Like I record loads and just like have them backed up because it's just
That's what I'm hoping to start doing as well, man. It's a smart move.
yeah. It's because but then I just can't stop, and then I have to remind myself don't book any more people because I've got like all of this fucking time. Like so I had someone on the so I won't say the name. I had someone on the show, the last series, and it was like, oh, when's it out then? I said, oh, fucking in like 6 weeks. What? No, not doing it then. So, okay, don't do it then. You know what I mean? Fuck yourself. Like, but then there are some people that have asked after we film, like, when's it out? And then they're like, oh, cool, whenever. Just tag me when it's done, innit? So
That's Dean Gaffney for you, though, isn't it? He's a busy man. He
who?
can't wait 6 weeks for this. Dean Gaffney plays Robbie Fowler in EastEnders.
Yeah, Wellard. It was his dog actually, Wellard.
Nah, he's dead, man. R.I.P.
So's Dean Gaffney, mate. Or Dean Gaffney's career's dead anyway.
R.I.P. to that as well, then.
Yeah. So I love making content because I've got the other channel as well with some of the boys doing the football, and that's getting some watch time at the moment. We just do lives really at the moment now, just doing live streams, and that's fucking popping, mate.
Yeah, that's what I want to obviously do with the AEW thing, and possibly the show that I was talking to you about as well was more of a live. I mean, this might sound controversial, but in a way, like, you should probably be rewarded for keeping people engaged.
You should.
You're still listening now, wherever you are.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, just you. Yeah.
You and
as I'll bring it back to creativeness and stuff. I've always wanted to be releasing content, not just content, but like not just like on YouTube, because YouTube was never my plan. Like I tried stand up and then music, and then back to.
Have you tried stand up? I've always wanted to try.
Yeah. My timing was never great the first time, like, because I rushed into it. I rush into everything, bruv. Like, I'll get an idea. I'm like, I'll do that, but then the second time round, I was good, but like, it wasn't really for me. And then the music stuff never really took off, and it was like I was doing it with dickheads. So it's like I like working on my own a lot, but I like doing stuff for myself. And then the battle rap stuff came along, and I rushed into that, and it was dreadful. And then I took like a year or two off, got bored, came back, and then it was like, right, I'm decent now, like, because I took my time, worked out what I was supposed to be doing instead of like just doing it. I've always wanted. What I was trying to say is I've always had something in here, trying to release something, like creativeness out of it, and I think you've got the same, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I've always like I used to like mess about and produce music before. Like that was something I was really into. But there's just a certain. I didn't have enough musical theory, you know, and I need to really grasp that to kind of progress in that field. So that's something I want to go back to. I've got like some beats that I've made and stuff, and I'll show them to you one time maybe. And then
no, you sent me in, yeah.
Oh no, but I've got I've got some better ones in the tuck.
So I was speaking to my mate Carol, who's a listener to the show. He's one of my good friends. He's like sick at editing and stuff. He does all the edits on Top Bins Football, and he's like got like all the cameras and like he's sick, yeah. And I said to him, why don't you go into like music videos? Because there's a load of money in music videos, bro. Trust me. I know someone who's spending bags on it, and it's like when you do that, it's like, because if someone sends me all the files, I'd make it look sick, but filming it is hard for him. He doesn't understand it. He does understand it, but not at like a high level. He's like quite like just above amateur, I guess. And then he said, editing films will take you editing footage, will take you 5 minutes to be okay at, but then take you years to be incredible at. But then filming will take you 5 years to be okay at. Like, so there's more than that. You know what I mean? There's like what I was trying to say about music production isn't something you can just walk into and be like 5 minutes. Oh yeah, I'm all right at this. Whereas editing, I edit my videos and edit stuff, and it's not hard. But like I'm not incredible.
Yeah,
but it's just
I know what you mean. Yeah, because it was about time. Like I just didn't have enough time to put into the craft. And I've always been like musically inclined. Like I used to make fucking mixtape CDs for all my boys. Like I would literally every month I'd come out with like mixed like CDs of like new tunes and shit, you know, like shit you'd find at the market, but it was just all for my boys, innit? And they would like go, oh, when's the next CD coming out? And it's like, you know, like literally like, because we was all like just, this is when we're 18, 17, you know, first whips and all that, just driving around, just doing nonsense. So I would have to come out with like 5 copies of the same CD just to give out on the road and that.
Oh man, like
Loud pack.
re-recording CDs. You don't see that anymore.
Nah, but I used to love it, man. Honestly, like just spending that time and just putting tunes together, and like I used to have like silly names for them and like the series of them and stuff. Like I need to just find all the old playlists, but I haven't got them.
You don't need to, mate. Trust me. But I guarantee they weren't as
I
good as
do.
you remember.
Fire. Trust me, they're fire. I've probably got
How old are you
some
now?
around here somewhere. 28. I'll be 29 on the 20th of
Yeah, so
April.
we're
Shout out me.
the same age ish. Um, when I was 17, 18, it was grime. So was it grime?
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Grime was that
definitely,
big then.
man.
So like,
Channel U days,
yeah,
but that was
Channel
before
U.
that.
Channel U. No, Channel U was but what was it before? AKA. Channel U. No, Channel
I've
U
to the
was
point.
before that. Channel U was before we were 18.
So this is going to make us sound old, but this is probably an interesting topic. Like the idea of even having CDs, and do you know what I mean? Like I've actually started. I've got a collection here, like of just CDs. Like I want to buy albums again, just to be able to hold music in it, and it to
I do that
just
with
be
DVDs.
something to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's what I mean. Just because now it's just too easy. It's just in the air, in it, in the clouds, and just
In the cloud. You didn't sound that old until you said that. Yeah, I collect horror films. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's what I mean. Like, just to have like in certain artwork on album covers, and like, yeah, I just like to be able to have it. It's
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah, but like I can see, because you collect figures, and that's like the same sort of thing. It's like a physical thing. You collect and like CDs we grew up with, like we like, and the reason I collect DVDs is because we lived through the birth and the death of DVDs. Sorry, like we were there when they first came out because VHS was there when we were
Yeah,
kids,
you're right, man.
and then
You're
we
right. I
saw
never
it
thought about
die.
that.
Like, yeah, that just when I thought about that, it blew my mind. It was like no one ever says put a DVD on anymore. It's all everything's on Netflix, Prime. Like, you know what I mean?
What do these lot know about Blockbuster?
But yeah, nobody knows about Blockbuster cars. There used to be one at the end of my road, and it was called Flix, and it was shit. Like it was.
How can you have the BitTorrent of Blockbuster before there was BitTorrent, like the LimeWire Blockbuster?
Yeah,
What is
yeah, yeah.
that? Flicks.
At the end of my road, it's called Flix. Yeah, it was run by this like dodgy, like big Cockney geezer, and like, but then you pick your, because you take the ones without the cover, don't you? Yeah. To the front. People at home are going, "What the fuck are they talking about?" But like,
Yeah, these are some deep cuts.
you get to the counter, and then be like, "Do you want anything that's in the cinema now?" And then he'd have like these things in
Ooh,
like plastic sleeves.
exclusives.
Yeah, yeah. But then you'd see. I remember once, Mums brought this film back. We used to watch film every weekend, and it was like you could see people's heads in front of the geezer.
Oh yeah. We always had them. I had that VHS days. I swear. I had
Yeah.
like a knockoff of Monsters Inc. on VHS one time. Like,
And then they clapped at the end of the film, which I fucking hate. But then everyone clapped at the end of this film. It's like, don't buy this again. Don't do this. Like,
and you would hate a film for it. Like I
yeah,
would have a pirate DVD of something. It'd be a shit copy, and I was like, oh, that film was whack. And then
yeah,
I
yeah,
was like, no,
yeah,
that was sick. And then I'll watch it again. I'll be like, actually, this is a really good film.
yeah,
I must have had like the copy was so shit. I just couldn't
yeah,
even enjoy it.
yeah. I had Mortal Kombat, and it was like green. The whole film was green. Like there was
Oh my god.
like a green filter, everything. Just ruined. It's one of my favorite films. And I brought a knockoff version instead of. It's been out. It's been out for about 20 years when I brought a knockoff version as well. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, but film is what I want to do. Like maybe like when I'm like get into maybe a bit of writing because I write all the time.
I've always wanted to do that, man. Like I did media studies at school, like, and I really enjoyed it. Like just knowing that everything in that shot is for a reason. Because do you know what I mean? Because someone's had to put all these things into place and tilt the camera a certain way. Everything is relevant and really picking
Mise en
really
scène, yeah.
picking it apart. Yeah,
Because there's
really like just
for the nerdy chefs out there, there's the same saying,
mise en place,
mise en place. Yeah,
mise en place. Yeah,
yeah. Everything where it needs to be. Yeah.
you're learning a little something today.
But yeah, there's like one of my favorite scenes is of a horror is that there's a series, A Haunting of Hill House, which was incredible Netflix original. And there's a scene where the camera doesn't stop like going around the room, like but always facing the middle as they're having a conversation. But then everything behind him keeps changing, but it's one cut. And what they were doing, like I've watched like a behind the scenes, and then they've got a camera above them because it's in a studio, so there's no roof, is there? Like it's in a warehouse. But then as the camera goes around, there's people behind the camera like fucking picking up sofas and like throwing them out the window.
Yeah, quick
And,
time,
like,
just changing the set as if it's like a theatre production.
And the rumor is it was done on the first take, right? That's
Mad.
the rumor, and it's just
I might have to watch that scene just to have a look at it, man.
There's at the funeral home.
And Pulp Fiction was always a favourite of mine, but I've seen it so many times now. Like, do you know what my dad always wanted to do with Pulp Fiction? Is to chop it up and just
make
put
the three
it
films.
Like, yeah, or like the first one, innit? Just put it in the right order, just to, do you know what I mean? See what it was like.
Yeah. It'd be terrible.
Yeah, I know, but how funny would it be to? Someone's probably done it.
Yeah, 100%. You can find it online. There's so many people who have too much time. What have you been watching recently? You been watching anything recently?
Nah, man. You know, for me, I'm just always just sitting on YouTube, man.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing recently.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and everything I'm interested in is either like, especially like anything I've been watching really is wrestling. I watched the Randy Orton's Stone Cold thing, but aside from wrestling, me and my missus just finished MasterChef Juniors Australia, because that is let me tell you now, mad things are going.
I find it hilarious that Gordon Ramsay does the American MasterChef Juniors as well. Like he's known for being a fucking idiot, and that.
He does have a wobble on there as well, but he's actually all right, man.
He's nice to those kids, bro. Yeah, yeah. That's what I've been watching. Like, but like before, I was like doing this prominent at like releasing podcasts. My YouTube wasn't the same, and now I've doing this. My whole fucking recommended is just fucked, mate. It's just like podcast, and a lot of them are fucking dog shit. Like, I don't care who hears it. Like, honestly, most of these people making podcasts don't know what the fuck they're doing. I'd love to watch you do something with figures because then it's like
everyone keeps saying that, man, but there's
like,
too many out there, man.
Yeah, but I won't watch anyone, like, mate. I'll watch you because you're my boy.
Yeah, it's like, I get it, but I'm not making it just for you, man. If you
mate,
want, I can just send you like a weekly figure video.
Yeah. I'm happy. I'll release it on my channel. Yeah, but like, I'd do that because it's like the figures you've got are like something that I like nostalgic. But then, like, I guess the kids watching this is something they like. Like, we can't. Everyone please everyone.
I know, but just come on, man. When some of it is just ludicrous, though. There's no, like, it's actually bonkers. Some of the stuff. It's just crazy.
Do you know what's bonkers is that these kids are making bags out of nothing.
I know. I know.
What have you got coming up on your channel or on your podcast? Any new episodes?
Yeah, so there's something about Wrestling Series 2.
Any guests?
I should hopefully just get some. My brother's going to be back on at some point. Give the people what they want. My boy Sonny. There's something about wrestling is obviously difficult because I need to be with like the guests. So
yeah,
that's just going to be mainly like my friendship circle and people I can be around and stuff. And yeah, just obviously AEW Dynamite review will be out every Thursday, hopefully, or not, or maybe.
It'll be
And
out.
then it will be out. There will be a review.
How are you getting
What
out on
Thursday?
Thursdays, bro? Because I know, like, for people who don't know G, it's like you can't talk to him on a Thursday because he finishes work and watches Wednesday nights AEW. But then, how are you going to release something on the Thursday, bro? You got to watch it on a
Live.
Wednesday now.
It's going to be a live.
Oh, it's a live. What
Yeah,
live?
so
Like watch
we're
along
going live
review.
at.
Watch along
No,
review.
no, no. We're going live at 9 o'clock. So that will give me a chance to watch it, dissect it, absorb
Okay,
it,
cool, man.
have some dinner, get on with the show, and just it's just going to be a quick one, man. Just go live, just discuss the show, like discuss what we've seen while it's fresh in our memory, and just our immediate reactions and thoughts to
I
what
was
it
gonna
was.
say, man, if you recorded a review, if you recorded it, then had to edit it after watching it, and then still want it out on a Thursday, it's impossible, bro. Like certain content,
That's why I've never wanted to do like a weekly, wrestling review and stuff, because it's been done, man. And
Shout out them man that are doing it, but like
no, yeah, but I just yeah, like I watch WrestleManiac UK all the time, man, like because I can't watch it like the show, so I would rather just Max fills me in, like, and I'll just go right. Okay, that's what's happening.
what I do is I go between WrestleManiac and Barry on non-stop wrestling chat, and just like check out 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, because I don't watch house shows anymore, so I can't be fucked.
Yeah.
So I watch people's opinions who I trust. It's like I watch him, then I watch him, or him. 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. See what they're saying, and then if they say this is the best Raw ever, or that match was a 10 out of 10, I'll watch then that match.
That's why I was doing these quick things, as I was calling them, like on the show, or like on, just a quick 5-10 minute. This is what I thought about the match. Watch it or not, or because people are busy, man. They can't watch it all. There's so much of wrestling to digest. Like it's like being a football fan. There's so much football on.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? It's difficult to keep.
Hell.
You can't watch every match. Do you know what I mean?
I used to watch. So talking about football, I've got the football podcast, or I'm part of the football podcast. Sorry, one like I used to watch like a couple of matches a weekend, or maybe all of the matches sometimes. Like if I've got nothing on, I'll just watch everything. But now I've got to like report on it. So I'm essentially a journalist now for football, and it's like it gets to fucking Saturday, and I've already watched 3 games last night, and now I've got to watch 3 games before midday. Then I've got to watch 10 games over the rest of the weekend. It gets to fucking like Saturday afternoon. I'm like, I'm not watching anymore. Fuck off. If I was getting paid,
yeah, that's the thing. But that's the thing. I never wanted even. It's kind of exactly the same kind of thing, isn't it? Like that's why I never wanted to. I didn't want it to become a chore to watch wrestling every week. And if it's your job, yeah, it wouldn't be necessarily. But to me, I think I'd start resenting the WWE product, especially even more, because I don't enjoy it. But AEW, I enjoy, so I'm happy to talk about that, because I am going to watch it.
Imagine I used to watch it religiously. Yeah, watch Raw, SmackDown. So let's just say I didn't watch any other show, any other promotion, and I did. I used to watch like a few of them, but every Tuesday, if I was depending on what I was working, I'd watch all 3 hours of Raw, all 3 hours of SmackDown on the Friday night, and some Sundays you'd have to watch 3-4 hours of pay-per-view. That's fucking 10 hours. Yeah, I think we'll leave it on that note. See if that's cool.
Yeah, man.
Just plug your shit.
Pause that, man.
Oh my lord. I thought I was getting through a whole show without one then.
Yeah, check out There's Something About Wrestling, wherever you get your podcast from. Follow me at GG on Wrestling on Twitter. Subscribe to the YouTube, GG on Wrestling, and just wait for the content and get involved. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your opinions, because I'm not going to be able to make fire content without you lot telling me your thoughts, and I know you love sharing them. So
all links will be down below. Make sure you check everything out. Thanks for coming on the show, bro.
love every time.